everybody. It's been a while since I've really talked to the camera. Um, so I wanted to go over for this vlogmas um, Full Sail and my experience thus far. I will say that I did have to quit classes um, around May, May or June. May or June, I can't remember. May or June. Reason was that back in 2023, in April, I got into a car accident and things went downhill from there. It wasn't a car accident, it was more like I was hit by a driver, me and my daughter crossing the street. And then Amethyst had started school. Things were fine with job and everything until I started having to pick up Amethyst in September. So April was fine. April, May, June, July, and August was a little rough. But things started getting really rough when I really had to start picking up Amethyst from work. And it was a work from home job for healthcare, if you guys remember. And I ended up having to give it up because it can be difficult if you're a mom and you have a toddler and you have to pick them up at a certain time, and most jobs are 9 to 5, 8 to 4. And I had a long lunch break, but about the time I went there and got her and came back, it just didn't, sometimes it didn't work out. So I had to give that job up. And I was going to put in my 2 weeks after I found another job suitable, but the company decided to pull a rug from underneath my feet and gave me an ultimatum of I can quit now, but they would really like me to train someone else to take my spot, and I could stay until December. So I stayed till December, and then I couldn't get a job. I couldn't find a job. I couldn't find a job anywhere. I couldn't find a job anywhere. It was really, really, really difficult to find something. December passed by. January passed by. February passed by. March passed by. April passed by. June passed by. And in July, I finally got a job. During this time, I had a little bit of money saved up. I wound up losing all that because of how the job let me go. I wasn't able to pull unemployment. So, of course, you have school going on, and I'm stressing over school. So I had to let Full Sail go for game art and design. And I was also, going through fighting depression because I have done all types of jobs. So I have a long list on my resume. I can pretty much get a job anywhere I want. But motherhood and picking up my child from school made that really, really difficult. So then, once I had to give up school, I then got another job. And I was going to think of going back and starting those classes again. But then that job was just a temporary job, and I was let go 3 months after being there. I now officially do have a job. I'm thankfully working at my daughter's school as a secretary, as you guys seen in one of my previous videos recently. And so I finally have something. And so I have reapplied for Full Sail, and I reapplied though not for game concept art design because I can't put the work in right now. Like mentally I cannot do it, and I will explain to you guys that why in a second. But there was 2 options when I wanted to go to Full Sail, because I wanted to be in the gaming community. I have been about it since I can remember. So game concept art and design I'm going to put on the back burner, but I can do writing. So I'm going to go into the creative writing certificate, which is less stressful for me, but I can also get another part of what I wanted for school. I'm going to do the creative writing, because those were my two things that I always wanted to go for school for, was creative writing, to write for games or movies, or write a novel of my own. I've been writing for years too. So I'm going to do that. And then once I get my certificate and pass and I feel more comfortable in the job that I'm currently at, and I'm hoping and praying that I can keep it, there's no issues in the future, then I will move back to game concept art and design. All right, so let's get into the course. Even though I didn't get as far as I would like to, I will tell you guys as much information as I can, because I've been getting questions. And recently I got a question from someone, and they asked, do you have to be the most epic artist, or what kind of artwork are they looking for? So concept art is concept art, and a lot of it is doodling and making a structure. And so you're creating the concept of what you want the big picture to be. So concept art is not always, perfect. And so they're not looking for perfection. They're not looking for this grand piece that you're going to put in, or for when you apply. I was worried, but as in high school and in middle school, I did a lot of sketching for buildings and houses. I sucked at trees. I'm horrible with people and bodies, but I like structures and I like creating environments. And so I used the sketches I had done on buildings, and that's what I put in, and they accepted me. Now, okay, now once you're in full style, you're in. Come back for just about anything that you want to do, all right? Of course, they're going to charge you, but you can come back and you can apply for financial aid and everything. So this is why I really like the school. It did not break my pockets. They supply you with so much. The current game concept art and design class, which was originally on Apple. When I first came, they were just transferring from using Apple to Microsoft, which is better because, of Unity. And so they provide you with everything in that class. And when the classes are over, you don't get to keep all that stuff. Like the Microsoft is free, the Unity, all that is free. That's all going to be paid for you for your classes to work with. So with the concept art, you're going to have 2 courses. And I'm still mad because I didn't get to the one that I really wanted, part of the concept. I really couldn't get into the later on there was more stuff that they want to teach you. But anyway, so the first classes are really chill, and they're really laid back, and you feel comfortable, and things do pick up speed, and that's when things start to get rough. So you'll be 2 classes pretty much in the beginning. They're going to hit you with a concept art class and teaching you the concept art, videos to watch, things to watch on YouTube, things to watch, or short scripts or that they have produced for you to see. And it's all very manageable, especially if you're working during this time. Those first 4 months, if you're working, those first 4 months, 4 to 5 months is pretty easy. You don't have a lot of stress on you. You basically will be doing little sketches, shading, and teaching you the basics of art. Which, if you have had a basics of art, which most people have learned in high school, you should be fine. If you have never learned that, they will be teaching you that. And you will see rough sketches, and you will feel comfortable. Not everyone is perfect, like I said, and no one's looking for perfection or some big epic art. They will teach you the basics of getting into the gaming community and how that works, how it goes one-on-one with communication, with being able to project yourself in camera. They cover so much, because when you go into the gaming field, a lot of times you are presenting yourself on camera, and they want you to get comfortable with that, because a lot of times you're doing interviews that are not over the phone. They want to see your face. They want to see who they're working with. So they get you guys used to that idea that you might have to present yourself this way. You might have presented yourself with a YouTube video to build your foundations. And so they teach you all that. And then they even teach you about making backgrounds and I can't think of the word right now. It's just the classes does cover a lot to get you prepared for the game industry. Plus, they teach you other stuff just in case your artwork takes you to another field. Because artwork could take you anywhere, and not just the gaming industry. Like, I feel like the classes that they give you, you can go and work for Disney if you need to. You can go work for a movie company if you need to. You go and work for a music video if you want to. That is what they're making sure that you are able to do. There's no set track of being just set in the mindset of just gaming. Because they want you to be universal. They want you to be able to go anywhere. All right? They give you extra time to complete some things if you can't. You just gotta make sure you reach out to your instructors. A1 is very easygoing, easy to talk to. All right? I didn't have any instructors that were troublesome. You eventually do get a math. It's a basic math. And I believe you were supposed to get a history, and I think Greek mythology is what I'm mad about that I didn't eventually get into. But maybe one day when I get to go back and finish that, I will. Now, things start getting rough in that 5-6 month period. You hit 3D. Now, if you guys haven't worked with 3D, I didn't work with 3D. I had no love nor did I want to work with 3D. But like I said, they want you to be well-rounded. They want you to know a little about everything, because now everything is becoming 3D. Animated movies are 3D. Animated games are 3D. So it's no longer 2D. So everything is in 3D, and they want you to learn it. So I recommend at this time, if you haven't, to get your toes in 3D. Okay? Because that class, once it starts going fast. I'm trying to think the best way. They start you off slow with moving a potato head to what you get him in the right choreography to look like Mr. Potato Head. And then after that, that week, it picks up speed, and you have 4 projects that are due that week. Then you have 5 the next week. And then you have to make props in between all that. Then they want you to color the props. And then by the time you're done, that 5-week class, you have turned on Unity, you have gone into Unity, and you have made yourself a Lego man and put him in Unity. And you use all the props that you made. Now, I learned that I like coloring. I like coloring props. I do not like making props. I do not like working with 3D. And it's one of those things where do not be afraid of retaking that class. I had to, because of all the stress and stuff going on, being a mom, taking care of the household, everything. I retook that class 4 times. 4 times. 4 times. And I still couldn't finish it because life was just lifing for me. But there were people who came in there and they said it was my 5th time taking it. And I'm finally passing because they had to retake it because they needed to get their self together. Especially nowadays, you can't, if you're an adult, you can't not work and go to school unless someone is financially backing you up. You just can't. So it's going to be difficult, and I do recommend getting that 3D courses in, or not courses, but learning about 3D as much as possible, so you're comfortable as you go into those courses. And then after the 3D class, there's a sculpting class, a basic one that teaches you about the 3D sculpting part, and that I didn't get into. I wish I had eventually, but as it is what it is. I am excited. I'll be starting back in January for the writing, and like I said, I will be going back to finish that. I want my bachelor's in game concept art and design, and I will just have to turn off the world and tell the whole world to leave me alone for that month. Don't bother me. But on a side note, they do have a Discord for that course. They know that course is rough. and there will be people there that can help you. The timing didn't work with me because of what I had going on, but there will be people in that Discord to help you. People are always there to help you if you need it. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Um, don't be afraid of taking the course. It's a brilliant course. I went back to college at 41, at 40 years old. So I haven't been in college since I was 20. So to see the amount of stuff that you can learn from working from home, from being in an online class, to seeing what Full Style is able to teach you and get you prepared and prepped for is amazing to me. All right? It is amazing to me. It almost makes me want to go to Florida to attend their courses, to attend their actual school. But unfortunately, I have to learn from at home online. But I do. I give it a 10 out of 10. Just know that I want you all to know, as someone who's older and a bit wiser, that just because you take this class, just because you get your bachelor's, doesn't mean you always will get the job. You gotta put the work in. All right. The same way I tell people, if you put affirmations out there, then that's fine. But you have to put the work behind the affirmation to get the affirmation going. All right. So if you're gonna go to Full Style, go. Hopefully you do grand. I hope you pass that course, because I feel like once they're done teaching you and they literally help you build your own portfolio that you can show off to companies, they also tell you in one of the courses, I remember they said, keep yourself open to everything. Know that no job is solid. As you know, in the gaming community, they let go people left and right. So no job is solid, all right? You want to have contracts everywhere if you can, all right? So just remember that, because I see videos up here a lot of went to Full Style and it was a waste of money. It wasn't a waste of money. No schooling is a waste of money. It's how you do and what you do with your schooling that helps you. Because those people who are putting up the videos, of course, that Full Style was a waste of money. Obviously, it wasn't, because now you have a YouTube video about it. So it wasn't. Like, it wasn't. They taught you the basics of what you can do, how to promote yourself. Because that's another thing that they teach you in this course, is how to promote yourself. Okay? All right, guys. I hope this helps you. And I wish you the best of luck. Those of you who are going into their courses for 2025, I wish you the best of luck. I wish myself the best of luck. And I know we will be doing great. And remember, if you have to take that course over again, don't be ashamed to take it over. They will reach out to you and say, do you want to take it over? Okay. But just, you have to keep yourself up to date and on that points, because they like going to Hogwarts. You don't want to get too many strikes. All right. Peace and love, guys. Bye.